Welcome everyone to another Alive Friday where we get to answer all of your questions. And this week we actually have 3 questions from all of you lovely people.
The final question today is from Rachel, and Rachel asks, do you think it's better to have better to name your business after yourself or name a target or market or the services that you offer?
Yeah, so I would start with your why. Like, why are you wanting to do this business? Is it so that you can grow a team and have full flexibility of your time and not be delivering client work later on? Is it that you just want to be a freelancer and you deliver the work and you like do great projects for people? Like, what is your why? How does that fit in with the services that you're going to provide? And what are your long-term goals? Because what you don't want to do is choose a name that then doesn't fit your long-term goals later on down the track. Let's say that you do decide to go with your name, but you have aspirations and goals to grow a team. Then eventually when you grow the team, is it going to feel right when it's your name and you have a team? So for me, I have an agency called Strictly Savvy, and it never came into my mind that I would have my name on the business. I wanted my business to be able to stand alone and to have me not be the front person the whole time and not me delivering the services. So I chose something different. The thing with the name is that the important thing is not to get too hung up on the name. If you just start as a sole trader, so that's what we call it in New Zealand, when you're just like essentially a freelancer, without going down the actually setting up a company route, but just being a sole trader for now, then you could just change your name whenever you like. Like, if it doesn't fit in a year's time, then you can change it. So don't let your name and choosing the name stop you from launching and hold you back from actually getting clients and putting yourself out there. I think that's the most important part. Try not to get too hung up on it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can change it. If it doesn't fit in 5 years down the track, it's no big deal. You just change it. I mean, there are obviously some benefits for having kind of the services that you provide or your name. So if you were going to be setting up a virtual assistant business, from an SEO perspective, it would be amazing if you had virtual assistant in the domain name. However, that then you're very limited. You could then become on page 1 for virtual assistant wherever you are in the world. But what if down the track you then want to go down a different route and you don't want to be known as a virtual assistant anymore? You want to be known as something else. So it's really, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself. You don't want to kind of narrow it down that much that you are going to have to change your name every single time you change the services that you offer.
Yeah, like if you say something virtual assistant services, then what if you want to become an online business manager and you don't want to use the term virtual assistant, like you say, then you're like limiting yourself. So yeah, you've got to weigh up some options of think about what your goals are, think about your why, and then figure out what's going to be a long-term name for you. But also know that you can change it. So I started as Personal Assistant Solutions and then went to Strictly Savvy. Like, it's not a problem to change the name. It's totally fine. So yeah, don't get too hung up on it. Choose something just to get started, and then you can over time start to figure out what actually feels right as a permanent long-term name.
I mean, at the moment, we're seeing a lot of new virtual assistants come on board, and I think they're very happy with the idea of just staying solo. It is just going to be them. So they are using their names, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And the good thing about that is, once again, you then can become whatever it is you want to become.
Yeah. And yeah, it's really easy for people to remember what your business name is if it's your name and they know who you are. So yeah, there's all sorts of pros and cons to when you're choosing a name. But yeah, go with what your long-term goals are and what feels right from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I think that was all of the questions that we had. So I hope that has helped others. I know that those are questions that many people have in their mind. So thank you to those who asked those questions in the group. If you have any questions at all, and we really mean any, we are completely transparent and open. If you have anything that you would like us to discuss next week, then please do pop in a post. It can just be a normal post, or it can be on our Ask Me Wednesday or Ask Me Tuesday post, and pop it in the comments. So yeah, however you would like to ask us that question is absolutely fine.
Yep.
And yeah, as always, we would love to see you in the members club. We have had a little influx of new members coming in and really enjoying they say that they love the step by step in there. They know exactly what stage they're at. They know exactly what the next steps are. We've laid it all out for them, and it just makes it super easy for them to stay focused and on track and really get to that point where they are launching and have clients coming in is the first sort of goal and that milestone of, you're really in business and you're really giving this a good go, and you're going to be a successful VA is that first finding the client and getting them on board. So yeah, we help you fast track to that point.
And we've had so many success stories in just the last couple of weeks. The number, I've just got my first client. Yay. Yeah. So it's been celebrating with everyone.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we'll drop the link into the comments below if you'd like to check out what the Members Club is all about. And a reminder too that we also have our podcast, and we just recorded number 10 and 11, episode 10 and 11. But we have loads of episodes out now. So jump on to, we'll put the link in below as well. Jump onto there and have a look. We are also in all of the major podcast players now, so we've just had that notification that everyone has accepted our podcast. So yeah, wherever you are listening, check out the Sam and Joe VA show, and we also answer a whole bunch of questions in there but go into a little more depth. And yeah, episodes are between sort of 15 and 30 minutes at the moment, so nice short and good chunky topics for you.
Awesome. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining us.